Yo, yo, yo. It's your boy, Marky Mark Stero. Don't tell you. Hey, Virgo, how are you, sweetie? You all right? Hope you had a good day. Just laying down. Yeah, I just was laying down just now watching the rest of the baseball game, and then I was like, let me go live now for a bit. Should have just went upstairs and went to my bed. But I said I'll come on for a bit. Even though I've already been on today. It's Saturday night, why not? Come on and see what's going on. Talk some shit. Whatever. See what's going on in the world. It just came from outside. Went for a quick walk with this crazy dog. I literally just got on. I've been here for 2 minutes, so I'm not expecting like everyone to come in like all one time. I literally just got here, so people will come in. I'm sure. I just got out of Marley's chat, so hey, Lucky, how you doing? I was over at Marley's all this time for the past hour, and then everybody said they were coming over here, so I'm here. Hey, Miss Bikini. Nah, I'm never tired. Oh, nice, Lucky. Sounds good. Enjoy. I love clam chowder. I had a burger yesterday. I had a pizza today. Had a meat lovers pizza tonight. I had a fish sandwich for lunch. It was good. Oh, nice. I like tacos. I had tacos the other day, a couple of days ago. Hey, it was Tuesday. Taco Tuesday. Hey Dan, what's up, bro? Yeah, it's salad and mostly chocolate cake, moist chocolate cake. Oh, nice. Sounds good. Gordon, I can't stand that guy. I can't stand Gordon. He's a idiot. I can't eat all this fancy food dishes that he makes and all this weird ass shit he makes. I like, you know, my food. Gordon ain't ready for me. I can never have somebody like that all up in my face telling me my food is this and that. I'll beat his ass. I'll slap him with a steak. This steak is not very good, Mark. What did you put in it? Shut up, bitch ass. Hey, Marty, what's up, sweetie? Hey, if that floats your boat, go for it. But he won't be talking to me. I'll beat his ass. Yeah, good. He's usually a perk 24/7. That's why I don't really like him too much. I've watched some of his uh some of his stuff, some of his shows and things like that, but all that fancy food making and all that shit that don't really phase me too much. My mom watches a lot of cooking shows and stuff, like Portuguese shows. I watched one the other day, actually last Sunday. My mom was watching this Portuguese lady making food, and she had like this weird ass hairstyle. Like she used a whole can of hairspray, and she had like this little flick thing up, and she had her shirt unbuttoned a little bit too much, where you saw her bra. And I was like, is this woman trying to get people to watch her like cooking or watch her tits? Like, the fuck is wrong? And I'm saying I'm looking at my mom saying, my mom ain't even noticed, but I noticed. My dad didn't say anything. He was probably like trying to get a sneak peek too. She weren't all that great looking, but she was like showing her shit. I was like, woman, button up your damn shirt. You're cooking, bending over. People can see this. You're teasing your bra, woman. Like the fucking camera guy ain't saying nothing. He's probably like licking his chops. I don't know. That's some weird ass shit. Even when you rewatch that shit, like you don't see your shits all hanging out all over the place. Obviously you do because you allow it to happen. Yeah, she needs the ratings because I wouldn't eat any of the food that she was making. She was making beets. I don't eat beets and all that shit. She was making some beet casserole. Anything I was thinking about a different type of beet. But yeah, she wearing all that great. She didn't make no food that I like. The only thing I liked what she did was she made her own croutons out of like bread. I thought that was pretty cool. Like homemade croutons. Yeah, exactly. You turn it with a granny tits. Yeah. I'll tune in for it too. Well, yeah, my mom was watching it, so I was like, she weren't even that. I wasn't even like attracted to her on TV. She was like one of those weird looking chicks, and she had like a weird nose ring. Like I don't mind like women who wear nose rings, like a little stud or something. But when you wear them hoops and shit, and you look like some bull, or you just look like some weirdo. Like it's called an earring, not a fucking nostril ring. I don't mind a little stud or something, like, you know, look cute or whatever, but all them hoops and shit, that shit makes you look fucking whack. But some people like, you know, they're okay, but she didn't rock it that good. It didn't look good on her. Some women, you know, it looks okay on them. I could tolerate it. I don't know. I just don't. I don't find that very attractive. I think it's kind of, you know, especially when you go kiss her. Like I'll be all kissing her and feeling her nose ring on my nose. I'll be like, "Fuck is that?" I'm like, "Take that shit off, girl. What's wrong with you? Wear that shit to bed, and then when you get up, take it off so I don't see it." Yeah, it does. I don't like it. One of my exes used to have a nose ring, but it was a diamond stud ring. I just don't like the girls who wear like the hoop things, like, and it looks dumb. Like if it looks okay, yeah, okay, cool. Like some women know how to rock it, and some women know how to like deal with it, but some people don't like know what they're doing. Yeah, exactly. Get a booger. I don't know. I've never been like a type of guy that likes, you know, piercings and on a woman, and like even tattoos. Like I think tattoos muck up your body. I think it makes you look weird. I can't be. I don't have like I don't have no tattoos. I had my ear pierced when I was younger. Like right up until like maybe a couple years ago, I don't wear an earring no more. But sometimes I'll wear it every now and then. It's still here. But yeah. I remember the first day I came home with my earring. I was like 16 years old. My dad saw it. He ripped it right out of my ear and threw it in the trash. He said, "Don't you dare come home with an earring in your ear." And I'm like, "Oh, really? Okay." I dug it out of the trash and wore it outside the house, outside of home. Then I never forget when I went to Portugal in 2000. My auntie said I couldn't wear the earring in her house, so I couldn't wear my earring in the house. But when I left, I put it on. I was like, "You people are weird. Like it's just a fucking earring, but whatever." And now I don't even wear it. I don't even care. Like if I'm going out and I feel like wearing it, I'll wear it. But if not, I wouldn't even care. You have a butterfly tramp stamp from your 23rd birthday, but no one sees it. Yeah. Well, if no one sees it, yeah, that's cool. I just don't like people who like have like. There's a lot of women who have like pure tattoos all over their body, like all over their. I think all over your arms and like all over your face and shit. It's just like that's some whack shit. I don't know. Like I said, I'm not against it. I'm not against it, but it's like it's my preference. I don't really care for it. Like I'll date a girl with tattoos or whatever. I don't care as long as I love you and you know we guys is cool. I don't really care. But like I prefer not to see it on a woman. Oh dang, he must have chinned you, Lucky. He must have stuck his chin all in there. And then dang, yeah, exactly, Dan. Yeah, that's how my parents were. They're like, oh, you know, you're this and that. I'm like, look, I don't care what you say. It's just a fashion thing. Yeah, Miss Bikini, I know women who had pure earrings in their ear and things like that. You know, Yeah, it was popular, like, that stuff. It's popular now. Yeah, I'm sure you did. Yeah, I mean, I was at a tattoo parlor with my friend because he wanted to get a tattoo, and he got a tattoo of like a lion or something on his arm, and I watched him get it, and I was like, nah, I don't want one. I don't want to get that shit on me. Like, I don't care for that stuff. I don't really give a fuck. If I would get a tattoo, it would be like the names of my children or something like that, or if I had kids. I definitely wouldn't put my girlfriend or my wife's name on my fucking body. Hell no. I once dated this chick that had her ex's name above her ass. So, you know, yeah. Then she ended up covering it up with like a big black cross. And I was like, you're the dumbest person I've ever known. Like, why the fuck would you do that? Some people are really stupid. If I was a tattoo person, I would refuse to do those things. That's why I'm not a tattoo artist. Well, it's right next to her a-hole, so anybody who bangs her sees it. Well, back then. Now she's got a cross on it. But if she was dating me, she put a cross on it because she told me about it and I saw it, obviously. Yeah, her cornhole, yeah. She had no ass anyway, so it didn't even make a difference. Something had to teen you back there. Yep, it's it's one of those things. People are weird. Oh yeah, Dan, of course. If dad's a policeman, my dad was like a damn policeman. I couldn't do anything around my parents. They didn't want me to be do nothing. They were pissed because I was like the rebel of the family. I did whatever I wanted. They didn't like that. Yeah, that's one thing I'm totally against is getting tattoos of names of people. Your own name, that's cool. Like another tattoo I would get will be like my name. I'll put like Mark, and then I'll put like my birthday or something like that, or Aquarius, symbol or something like that. I'd put like a meaningful tattoo on it. I would never put my girl's name on there. The only tattoo that I'll be putting on is $100 bill on my packer. And when it grows, you see the whole $100 bill. So anytime she wants money, she's got to go down there. That's what I'd say. You want me to get a tattoo? No problem. I'll put $100 bill on my packer. So anytime you need money, you can go down there. Shut your mouth afterwards. That's what I'd do if I was crazy. I probably had to get put to sleep for that though. That'll probably hurt. That's why I won't do it. I wonder if anybody's ever tattooed their thing. That's interesting. Mhm. Fuck that hurt. Yeah, there's actually a movie with that with the barcode on the neck of somebody. What was that movie? I think it wasn't it The Matrix? Well, 100 times how many times you want to get it done. You know what I'm saying? You don't have to put the two on there. You just put the 100, and you have to do it multiple times if you want 1,000. That's why you got to put one, Dan. If it's two, then it's gonna takes less. You do it less times. See, Fuck that. You know, I'm not a teacher, Dan. You know? She does it 2 times, she'll get 200. Only one for 200? Oh, hell no. I work for that shit. I don't know. One of the stupidest tattoos I've ever seen in my life is a woman. She's got Brian written across her forehead. That's the stupidest tattoo I've ever seen in my life. And it was real too. She got her boyfriend's name right across her forehead, said Brian. And I was like, and she was like, I totally regret this for the rest of my life. I was like, you dumb bitch. The fuck are you doing? If I was a tattoo person, I would refuse to do that. I'd be like, look, you gotta go somewhere else. I'm sorry. I'm not doing that. Oh, but I'll pay you. I don't give a fuck. I'll pay you. Get the fuck out of here. Go. You get that shit somewhere else. You ain't get me to do that shit. I ain't writing nobody's name on you. Uh-uh. I don't know. Yeah, I don't blame you. Yeah, the barcode on your back neck was from the Matrix movie. I swear to God, that's where it was from. You see what I'm saying? I don't know if you guys watched the Matrix. It's a movie from way back. I think one of those Matrix guys, they had like the barcode tatted on their neck. That's where everybody got that shit from. Oh yeah, definitely. Nah, I'm not a tattoo person. I've never been into that type of stuff. Like there's this woman I know, she's super beautiful. And her whole body is tatted up, but you can't see none of them because she's got her clothes on, right? And she doesn't have anything like, where her cleavage is or her neck or her face. Like, but all her arms and all her legs and her back is completely tatted. But like the front part of her, where her breast and her stomach is and her face, there's no tattoos. Like she showed her whole body one time, and I was like, "Holy shit, this girl's all tatted up." But you wouldn't think so because she has like, when she's got clothes on, you can't tell. Like you obviously can't see it. But one day she showed everybody, and I was like, "Oh, okay." Imagine being a tattoo guy for that. I don't know how these guys do it. I don't know how you could spend thousands of dollars on that shit and put that shit all over your body. Uh, Hey, to each their own, though. Mm-mm. Yeah, that's what it is, Dan. That's definitely a sailor's wet dream. Yes, absolutely. That's a good way to put it. I like that, Dan. Nobody in my family has tattoos. My dad, mom, sisters, brother, nobody has that. My brother-in-law's got a shitload of tattoos. The one that left here, he's got a lot. Maybe that's why he's kind of brain dead. A lot of women like to put one on their feet, like a little, like Marley with her little butterfly. I know a few women that have butterflies on their feet and all around their ankle or something like that. Another tattoo that I like is a guy got a tattoo of a rosary around his neck and all down the middle of his chest. I can't remember who has that, but I remember seeing that. I was like, oh, that's pretty cool. I'd do that. I wouldn't do it, but if I get something, I'd get something like that. If I had like a muscular like physique and I was full of myself. Well, probably not. Dan, she knows. She's cool. She knows. Then you never have to feel any type of way. They all know you're a Leo. You know, it's in your blood. Hey, Bronny, how you doing? She'll be fine, Dan. She was entertained all night, so she's cool. She was entertained all night. That was the first time I saw the Pan person. I never seen that person before. Apparently, she's been in there for a long time. Yeah, jackass blood is all around, but you know, it's okay to have it. I have it too. We can be blood. We can be blood related. You know. Oh, you haven't seen her? She was talking like she was been in there like she was talking like everybody knew who she was. I was like, I never seen this person in here. She was all like saying hello to everybody. Like I was like, oh, I guess this person's come back in the room after like a year or something. But apparently not. Some people knew who she was. I was like, I don't know you. I was like, hello, cool. I don't know. Oh, hey, Becca. Brownie, thanks for the super chat. You can ask your question when you're ready. Thanks, Becca. I'll be your spiritual daddy. You know. Okay, Virgo. Good night, sweetheart. Take care. Yeah, I'll be daddy. I went when I went to the lumber place today to go get some wood for the job that I'm doing. The guy goes, "Have a nice Father's Day." I said, "Yeah, you too, bro." I weren't gonna sit there and explain to him I'm not a father, but technically, I'm a pet dad to my doggy. You know, even though she's been called my girlfriend, and yeah. But I forgot that I'm Becca's spiritual daddy. That's right. I adopted Becca. She's my daughter. All right. Your question is, I'm thinking of Miss what? What are you talking about, Ron? Oh, okay. Never mind. My bad. I have a question. Does the person I'm thinking of miss our friendship? Okay. I read that wrong. I just saw I'm thinking of miss our friendship. My bad. All right, let's check. Oh, cool, Miss Bikini. Hmm? Well, Brownie, um, I would say I don't think this person misses your friendship. I just think this person is like ignorant and selfish and has a problem accepting the way things are. And they're probably like, feeling kind of hypocritical, or I feel like this person doesn't miss the friendship because of how things ended or how things were. So by this person, like, discontinuing talking to you, they don't miss the friendship. They just like they went with the change. They went with the whole thing, and they looked at it as um, I'm not contemplating anything. I knew it was like a time apart. That I know that you were somebody that was in your life for a certain time, and then that's it. So I'm not getting like a miss or anything like that. I'm just getting like this person was like, well, like a resentment that they have towards you. So if that's what I'm getting, I'm not getting that this person misses your friendship. I'm just getting like a resentment or like a feeling of, a lack of understanding. Like they're kind of pissed that things ended the way it did. And I don't think they miss the friendship at all, to be honest. And the reason for that is because of their hypocrisy or they're being hypocritical or them being lazy or not understanding you or not understanding why the friendship went the way it did. But this person thinks that the friendship was meant to be broken and meant to be, the way it is. So to answer your question, I don't think they missed the friendship, no. And the reason for that is because of their resentment, like the way they feel, how it ended, and how you are and how they are. So that sounds like a personal problem for them. Buried at the Catholic cemetery. Well, that's how it goes, Dan. They put the next one on the next one on the next one. You're welcome, Brownie. That's less a person you got to worry about. That's all. That's what I would say. Well, believe it or not, Brownie, I'm like that, to be honest. Like I don't really. I've been cold, because why am I gonna miss you if you disrespect me or you're like you're weird or something like that or you just like you're an idiot, So maybe that person is just like expected you to kiss their ass and you didn't, you know. And people are just like that. I'm cold to people who disrespect, but if you don't disrespect me, I'm not cold. But I'm not exactly like gonna be all up in your business every day or like taxing you every day or bothering you. That's just me personally. And I don't want nobody bothering me every day either. That shit's annoying. Unless we're cool like that. You know? Every day is okay, but as long as it doesn't like take away from my shit, like aggravate me. Now my parents, that's different, but like regular friends and stuff like that. I used to be like that, but not anymore. Yeah, it's just the way people are, Bronny. People just are just idiots like that, and they just don't care. You know? Like that saying says, you could choose your friends, but you can't choose your family. But you can really. But your family is always going to be your family. But your friends, those are people. My mom always says that her friends are her teeth, and that's when they don't hurt her. That's what my mom says. My mom says that her friends are her teeth, and that's when they don't hurt her. So, and my mom doesn't have too many like close friends because she's like someone who's like not really, you know, into like close friendships and stuff like that. She don't want nobody on her business. Yeah, you can pick your nose, of course. It's a good thing. It opens up the passageways. Yeah, my friend Sue that's passed away and used to come in here. She used to always say as well, like about friends and things like that. She goes, "Friends are in your life for a reason or a season." She used to always say that. And I'm like, yeah, you're right. Friends are in your life for a reason or a season or, a lover or friend, family member, whoever. You're there for a reason to teach you a lesson or to help you in a certain time frame while they're alive or while they're here or while they're working with you or something like that. You know. Well, sometimes you don't have to do something to like piss them off. Like you got like it's just people who, like you said, they're cold, so they don't really care. Like to her, it's just like, you know what? Um, she might have thought of you in a different way. She could have been jealous of you, could be, or she may have thought that um, just leaving was what, like I said, you didn't kiss her ass, you just left. You know, could be a lot of things. Some people are just weird like that. I never do anything wrong to the people who don't speak to me no more. I ain't done nothing wrong to you. So if you don't speak to me no more, that's your problem. You know what I say? You know what my saying is? The less friends I have, the better it is because the less I gotta deal with, the less I gotta speak to. I don't really care. You know? I people to me, if you want to be my friend, lucky you. You're blessed to have me in your life because I'm a good friend. But if you ain't a good friend to me, I don't give a shit about you. I don't care. You ain't none of my company if I don't love you or care about you like that. I ain't gonna give you no attention. But if we're cool, we're good friends, and we treat each other great, right? I'm gonna love you to death. I'm gonna love you. I'm gonna do things for you. I'm gonna be cool with you. When you treat me like shit, I'm gonna ignore you. I'm gonna be like, fuck you. Bye. You're welcome, bro. It's all good. What we want is not always what other people want. Some of us want like good friends, good family, good relationships, good everything, good this, good, but it's never gonna be like that. You're never gonna. You can strive for the best all you want, but it's never gonna be perfect. You can try and make it perfect, and it will be perfect at some points of your life. It will be great. But there's always gonna be that one asshole around, or that one person that will test your patience and make you mad, or you'll get tricked by them, you doing shit for them and they don't do nothing for you, and then just ditch and just get what they want and they're gone. And some people are just fair weather friends. That's another thing I call them. They just know you and you're a convenience to them. I was a convenience to my brother-in-law when he needed me. Hey Mark, yeah, what's up, bro? Yeah, cool. Hey, can you do this for me, man? Yeah, no problem, man. Okay, I will pay you. Do this, do that. Yeah, blah, 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 blah. Then as soon as he'll get me, get on my nerves and I'll fuck him off. That's it. I'm the worst person in the world. I no longer know what I'm doing. I no longer am the person that I am. Like people like that, I want to strangle. You know, because like you're living a fake life. How could you disrespect somebody that does shit for you, and then when I tell you about yourself, you get like a little bitch and you cry like a little baby. He made fun. He told me this. He told me that. Here's your pacifier, jackass. Go cry in a corner. Yeah, so there you go. See, if somebody's taking from you all the time, now why you want to be around them in the first place? That's the reason what I do on here. Like people ain't taking from me every time. I don't know. You uh-uh. Ain't nobody taking from me over and over and over and over. That shit's gonna come to an end at one point. Like everybody should have the mentality where you put up that boundary and you say you're not gonna do this to me. You're not gonna keep doing this to me. You're not gonna keep disrespecting me. I'm not going to take your disrespect. I'm not gonna deal with you. See, I'm teaching my 16-year-old nephew that, because he disrespected me twice in the past couple months. And I was like, yeah, all right, I'm going to fix you. My dog's snoring in the background. Hold on a second. Hey, yo. I'm not going to be talking and listening to you snore, yeah? Fucking dog. So anyway, yeah, he disrespected me like twice in the last couple months. And I was like, yeah, you fucker. All right, I'm going to fix you. I'm going to give you silent treatment, and I'm not even going to hug you. I'm not even going to look at you. I'm not even going to talk to you. He's got to learn the hard way that he can't talk to me the way he talks to his little PlayStation friends and his other 16-year-old friends. I already fucked them off a few times already. And then it sunk in, and then he did it again. But he didn't do it as bad, but he called me names. And I was like, yeah, you want to call me fucking names? You want to act like a little prick? Okay, I'll fix you. So from that day on, it's been like maybe 3 weeks now. I've been giving him silent treatment. And then he didn't speak to me for like 3 days because he knew. And then my sister said that he had confronted her about it. And my sister said, well, listen, your Uncle Mark ain't gonna tolerate you. If you disrespect him, he ain't gonna speak to you. It's just that's the way it is, because he ain't gonna get disrespected by you. You ain't gonna be irrelevant to him. He does it to everybody. It's just the way and rightfully so. Why should I? You know? I'm not gonna let no 16-year-old fucking nephew speak to me the way you want to. You must be out of your goddamn mind. I'll break your goddamn mouth. So I pretty much told him that indirectly. And I haven't said much to him at all. And the past 4 or 5 days, this whole week, he's been kissing my ass, being all cool to me, speaking to me, sending me memes. He's come around because he knows, like, I told him, I said, I don't need you, you know. You're not my fucking son. You're my nephew. And you can live here all you want. This is your house with your mom, but you won't be coming over my apartment, and I won't be dealing with you. I'll fucking ignore you. I will disown you, and I will ignore you if you disrespect me. And that sunk in his brain. He didn't like it. So I've been teaching him, like, you have to teach him while they're at that age. You can't be disrespecting your elders. That shit don't work. You may see somebody do it in their home, but you ain't doing it over here. Hell no. And instead of beating him, I'm going to show him that, you know, fuck you, I'm not going to speak to you. And it worked. Now he's all being cool with me, kissing my ass, and acting like, you know, he told, and my sister said that, you know, he mentioned it. And I continue to do it. You're not gonna disrespect me. It's not gonna happen. You know, so we have to teach kids in a different way, because beating them ain't gonna make no sense. Because you're gonna hurt yourself, you're gonna hurt them, and violence is never good. Even though some days I want to pick up a piece of 2x4 and slap the shit out of him, because that's the old way, and he needs it. But you know, that's the old me. So the new me, I'm more of a reverse psychology type of guy. So I'd rather just give you silent treatment and show you that fuck you. And that's exactly what I do. I pay him no mind. When he talks and talks and talks and talks, he's the type of kid where he talks a lot about himself. He's full of himself. He thinks he's the best at everything. And even if he isn't, he still thinks he is, which is great confidence. But, you know, when you talk about yourself 24/7, it kind of gets annoying. So I just listen to him. I just like, whatever. I'll just walk away when I don't want to listen to it no more. And, you know, he's kind of got like a chip on his shoulder, and he's kind of arrogant a bit. But, you know, that's the teenage boy way. You know, everybody goes through those phases. I try to just keep telling myself that, you know, he's 16 years old. you know, leave him alone. Let him figure out what he's got to figure out. But yeah, the good way is Brownies to be in silence. I just don't pay him no mind. Yesterday he was here watching the game with me and my other nephew, which is his brother, younger brother, and he was going on and on and on. He was like making it. He was annoying. I don't like watching games with him because he never shuts the fuck up and he thinks he knows everything. And he didn't even watch it like all the time. So he came over here last night and I was like, fuck man, he's gonna aggravate me. And he did. And he aggravated his brother too. But I was telling his brother behind his back, I was like, look, just shut up. Just don't say nothing to him. Please. Just shut the fuck up. Don't go back and forth with him. And the younger brother, like he was like, like I want to say something to him. I'm like, look, just please shut up, you know. So when he left earlier, and I was like, thank God he left. And as soon as he left, his brother said, see, that's why I don't like watching games with him because he did this, he did that, he did that. I said, look, he's never gonna change. That's who he is now. He thinks he knows everything. And I said, just leave him alone. Just let him run his mouth. If we give him our energy, then we're gonna look like idiots because we're giving him our energy. So leave him alone. And that's exactly what we did, and it worked. He ended up leaving because he was talking to himself. Sometimes you gotta do that. I love him to death, but he's got issues. Like he'll get out of it, I'm sure. But he'll learn eventually. But he's still young. No, they lost. So it's 3-1 now. Unfortunately. We could have won the championship last night, but they fucked up. So now we play Monday at home, which is great. So if we win the championship at home. So it's 3-1. We just need to win one more game. So the Celtics just need to win one more game. And the Red Sox beat the Yankees tonight 8-4, so I'm happy. Always the rivalry. They beat us last night and we beat them tonight, so it's 1-1. The Mariners won, great. Good for you, Dan. My Red Sox beat the Yankees. We beat the best team in the league. You don't care about the Mariners? He always mentions them. Damn. Yeah, it's all good. It's sports, Can't always win. That's one thing I've learned. You can't always win. So I'm praying that Monday we win at home so we can win the championship at home. Because we weren't home, we were at Dallas yesterday. So. But it's cool. It's all right. Yeah, I love baseball, soccer, hockey, basketball. Those are the sports I watch the most. Basketball is my favorite, and then soccer, and then probably hockey, then baseball. American football is like my least favorite. I still watch it, but I don't really watch it a lot. I watch it, but I don't really care about it that much. I'm a Boston fan anyway. I like all the Boston teams. The only non-Boston team I'm for is my Portuguese soccer team. That's it. That won the championship this year. Yeah, I'm always wearing sports stuff every day. That's what I do. I'd rather watch sports than watch crazy ass movies or soap operas or like I said earlier, the lady that was cooking food and showing her cleavage and shit, showing her bra and what she was wearing instead of cooking the damn food and being respectful. But it's all good. We're supposed to have bad weather tonight and tomorrow. So we'll see. Didn't the soccer player pass away yesterday? A famous one? I don't know. Did it? I don't know. I ain't seen nobody. A famous basketball player, Jerry West, passed away yesterday or the day before. The guy named Jerry West, he used to be one of the he's the basketball logo, the NBA logo is him. He used to play for the Lakers, but the Celtics beat the shit out of him all the time. This damn dog snores so fucking loud, it's unreal. I don't know how you guys don't hear it. Yeah, Jerry West was a baller, man. And in the 80s, he was 70s, 80s, he was good. He was a great player. He was a great player. He was a great GM, but he didn't like the Celtics. The Celtics beat him up every time. He only beat us once. Actually, I don't even know if they won the championship against us that year. I can't remember. Oh shit! Yeah, yeah, you're right. Two guys passed away actually. Kevin Campbell, I remember him. Arsenal and Everton striker died at 54. That's so young. And then a goalkeeper from Millwall, 26, died. He died this morning. 26 years old. So yeah, two guys passed away today and yesterday. I know the Kevin Campbell guy. I don't know this guy. Sarkic. I don't know him. Montenegro's goalkeeper. But the Kevin Campbell guy, I remember him. That sucks, man. People are dying so young. Yeah, Kevin Campbell, yeah. Yeah, that's him. He's a striker, yeah. His name's Kevin Campbell. Yeah, yeah, I remember that, Dan. Yeah, Kevin Campbell, and then a young guy died this morning, a goalkeeper, 26 years old. Yeah, 54 years old. Yeah. Well, like I tell everybody, death has no age. Death is anytime. You can die anytime, any place, anywhere, any age. It sucks. Today, my sister sent me some footage of a car that went through a wall, right, and went overboard. Yeah, 54. Sad. Yeah, it is sad. You know? 54 is Miss Bikini's age, and Marley is our youngest. Dan's the oldest. Then Miss Bikini, then me, and then me and Marley are the babies here right now. We're not old. We're good. If we're not over 80, that means we're not old. Under 80 is not old. You're just getting up there. Yeah. I don't consider myself old. I consider myself halfway through life. Halfway through life. 64 for Phil. He lived a good life then. Yeah, it's not bad. I'll be 60 in a couple years. Catch you up. Could be worse. Could be dog years. Yeah, we're the babies. Marley's going big 40 this year, right, Marley? You're going 40 this year or next year? No, next year. Next year, Marley will be 40. Next year, we all have to get together for Marley's 40th. Right, Marley? We're going to celebrate Marley's big 4-0. And next year, I think this year or next year is Dan's big, 6-0. Yeah, there you go. See, time flies. And then in 2.5 more years, I'll be the big 5-0. Dang. I hope that we all live a long life. I really do. Somebody's got to. I can't believe my dad's 80. Fucking hell. My dad's 80 and he's looking not too good. He's walking around with a cane. He's always got gout. He looks old. He's hard of hearing. His hands are all fucked up. His legs are fucked up. He can barely walk. He busts his ass for nothing. Just to fucking get a house and to fucking die. But hopefully, they stay alive for years to come. Even though he's a pain in my fucking ass. But I don't want him to die, obviously. Then I gotta listen to my mom. Oh my God. Please, God, don't. Hey, LZ, how you doing? Yeah, the crusty ones live longer, but one day the devil's gotta die. You know what I'm saying? Look, my grandmother lived. My dad's mom, she lived till 94, and one of the last images I have of her was probably one of the funniest things I've ever seen. My cousin, which is her granddaughter, had a wedding at the same place that my sister had her wedding. It's like a big, nice place, right? Oh my God, it was so funny. So she was probably like maybe 90. She was probably 90 years old when she was at the wedding. And I kind of like helped her in. Like, I wasn't in the wedding, but I helped her. And she sat like across from me at a round table. We were all there, family and stuff. So my granny was there, and my auntie. I don't think my auntie was alive. I think she was gone. I have to ask my sister. I can't remember. I don't remember seeing my auntie there. But she lived with her sister-in-law, which is my auntie, right? They married the brothers. They married my obviously my grandfather, and then my grandfather's brother, my auntie, was anyway. Long story short, there was a guy at the wedding a waiter, and he was going around with hors d'oeuvres and shit, right? And little things for people to eat. So my granny, she didn't know what the fuck she was eating. She just picked shit off the plate and put it on her plate with the toothpick, So she picked up some things. And she picked up a spicy meatball, but she didn't know the meatball was spicy. And the guy was telling her, "Hello, ma'am. Oh, this is a very spicy meatball. Make sure you take your time." And she's like, "Huh? Oh yeah, okay." My granny, she didn't know what the fuck. She didn't know no English. Anything she knew was good morning, good night, and fuck you. That's it. She spoke Portuguese. She didn't speak no English. So whatever the guy was saying, she just nodded her head. Yeah. So she fucking inhaled that fucking meatball, and she was coughing the whole fucking wedding and drinking water, and her eyes are watering. She took off her glasses. She was all fucked up. And I said to my sister, I said, "See, you've been in this country all these years, and you never wanted to learn to speak English and understand English better. And you paid for it literally with a fucking meatball, spicy meatball down your goddamn throat and made you cough or the whole fucking wet. And everybody's looking at you like you was dying." And I said, "There you go. That's your karma for running your big mouth every day about all of us. And you got that meatball, that spicy meatball down your throat." So none of us really liked her that much. I never really seen her in spirit, nor do I want to. I don't really care for her that much because she disrespected my mom and my dad and all of us. She was a bitch. But at the end of the day, I didn't wish any harm on her. But that day was probably one of the most hilarious things I've ever seen. And I was like, "Yeah, take that. All that shit you talk about everybody, that spicy meatball got you good." So I have to remind my sister about that story so we can have a good laugh. I gotta say that shit to my nephews. They were too young to know. Oh man, it was fucking hilarious. Oh yeah. Hey LZ, I'll answer your question. Give me a sec. Yeah, my dad, right? I remember I told you that one. Yeah. My dad, right? He used to my granny had a water bottle, and he used to, like, my mom was like, I'm not gonna give her like the bottled water that we buy. That shit's expensive. So my dad was like, "Fuck that, give her water right out of the sink," right? So here in Bermuda, we catch the water on our roofs, and it goes in pipes and goes down to a tank underneath our house, right? Some places in the world are like that. We're one of them. Our roofs are designed to catch water, and it goes into a tank underneath us. We don't have basements like people in the States and Canada. Our basement is a water tank, right? So when it rains a lot, our tank's full. When it doesn't, we have to buy water, and then the trucks bring the water to our house, and it's expensive. So when it rains, it's like a blessing. It's like liquid water, liquid gold. We call it liquid gold. So even though the tap water is still good, but it's nothing like purified, filtered water. So my dad took the water bottle like this. He went to the sink and filled it up and gave it to his mom and she goes, "Oh, thank you." She drank the water and she was fine. My dad goes, "Don't worry, she's got 94-year-old fucking lungs. She ain't know no difference about no fucking water. I ain't paying for her water. Fuck her. She's here." Because she was pissing off my dad was pissed off at her because she was like being real stupid. And my dad took her on, and my mom was like, "Yeah, you don't have to take care of her. I do. I gotta put up with this bitch after everything she did." And she didn't have nowhere to go, right? So then my uncle, he had a vacant apartment underneath his house where his daughter, the one that got married, she ended up moving into her own house. So the apartment was vacant. So my uncle, he's got money anyway. So he told my dad, "Look, mom can live here." So anyway, she ended up living at that place for maybe 6 months, not even that. Then she got shingles, and then she died in the hospital from shingles at 94. That's how my granny died. But she was one of those people, and she was a Scorpio. She was October 24th. That's her birthday. That's Scorpio, right? Yeah, Scorpio. She was a Scorpio, but she was a bitch. You know, she never she never had anything positive to say. She was very rude, obnoxious, and she would always diss you. Like if when we had pimples on our face, she goes, "Oh my God, you got so many pimples on your face." And then when my sister got pregnant, she's like, "Oh my God, another baby." And then when my sister got pregnant the second time, she's like, "Oh my God, you're having another baby?" And then if you were too fat, she'd say you're too fat. If you were too skinny, you're too skinny. You're never perfect for her. She was always like, had some stupid ass shit to say. And one day she was at the house and I was working at the house. I was tiling the floor. And she was like, "Mark, turn that fan off. Close that blind." I said, "Hey, you see this house? This house belongs to my mom and my dad. Okay? You just live here." And I said all of this in Portuguese to her. I said, "Look, the best thing for you to do is go to your room or watch that TV and don't watch me. Okay?" Oh, she went like this. "Oh my God, you talking to me like that?" I said, "Yeah, because don't tell me what to do in my own fucking house. Yeah? This house don't belong to you. I'm not turning off that fucking fan. It's hot in here. I'm working in here. That fan ain't bothering you. And I'm not shutting that blind until it's fucking dark. Yeah?" And she left me alone. She never spoke to me ever again. I was like, "Yeah, take that and shut the fuck up. Fuck you talking to, woman. This is my damn house, not you." So yeah, that was all the grandma stories, but I have a lot more, but let me answer LZ's question before I forget. Yeah, some Scorpio women, they're a fucking pain in the ass. But my nephew, he's a Scorpio and he's my biggest pain in the ass. He's very disrespectful and I don't really say too much to him. And I was just talking about him. He's like a real ass. But my best friend is a Scorpio. And me and him never have no beef and he's not like that. Like so it all depends on who you are, it's your character, not your sign sometimes. And Marley's a Scorpio and she's not, like that. But yeah, some Scorpios I know they're real idiots. They're like resting bitch face mood. Good night, Miss Bikini. Take care. The Spock eyebrow. Oh, cool. Let me know if you see it. Yeah, it depends on the chart, LZ, but I always say it depends on your character. It depends on who you really want to be. Because you can be any sign and be critiqued and be criticized, but I think it's your character more than your sign, like who you really are, your personality and all that shit. All right, let me catch up here and see what you said. Oh, cool. Nice, LZ. Presentation. Okay, cool. So you're going to be traveling. All right, cool. Nice. Yeah. Yeah, that's how I look at it. Because when I first came on here, I tell everybody the story. When I first came on YouTube and I went into psychics rooms, all the women would be like, "Don't ever date an Aquarius man. They're cheaters. They're bastards." And I was like, "What the fuck? Why are these women talking about just Aquarius men are bad?" Like, I know a lot of Aquarius cool guys, like, and I'm one of them too. Like, I ain't no cheater. I'm not a fucked up person. I'm not a woman beater or like, what the fuck these women talking about? I was like, you girls must be dealing with some fucking crazy Aquariuses. And I used to see that a lot in a lot of rooms. They would be talking shit about Aquarius men, and I would never tell them what my sign was. I was like, yeah, I'm a whatever. I'm a Gemini. Oh, cool. Yeah, Gemini guys are great. I'm like, okay, bye. Mm. Yeah, exactly. I agree. A lot of people are fixated on your sign. But the thing is, if you have a lot of bad experiences with a certain sign, then that's you. You have that bad experience with that sign. So you can mention certain things and certain signs are bad to you or you don't get along with certain people. But I can't say that, oh, Leo men are arrogant pricks and I don't like them because that's not true because I like them on Saturdays, right? So it's different. And I can't say, oh, Scorpio women are bitches because my grandma was, because Marley has never been a bitch to me, you know? So, and I can, and I've had bad experience with Aries women. So I can say, oh, Aries women are, nasty hoes or, liars or something. That's not true because I know a lot of Aries women that are really cool, you know? Yeah, on Saturdays. Yeah. Yeah, it's just picking the wrong ones. Exactly. Or people show their true colors. Yeah, every other Saturday. Yeah, there you go. So next week, Dan, I like you when you sleep. And I like everybody when they sleep because that's when they don't bother me and that's when they're not around me. I love everybody when they watch the Eyelid channel. I got my nephews programmed on that. I always tell my nephew, I love you. And he goes, yeah, I love you when you sleep. And I'm like, yeah, I love you too when you sleep. They think it's hilarious. All right, LZ. Overall, what I'm getting is I got the Ace of Pentacles, Two of Pentacles, Ace of Swords, and Two of Cups reversed. So how I analyze this is this. What Spirit's trying to tell me is you're going to have some spiritual prosperity. Things that the combination between material and spiritual things are going to be good for you. Whatever you're looking forward to in a spiritual way or materialistic way, you'll get those things. As far you might be worried and concerned about certain things, folks, friends. Um, you might be worried about the Scorpio guy, what he's going through, or how things are with him right now. Might have had some misunderstandings, some like trouble in the friendship or trouble with on his side. The Two of Cups reversed also is divorce stuff, so that's what he's going through, like you said. So you might be worried about him or concerned about him. But at the end of the day, you might whatever new projects you're having, like see how you're saying you're doing this presentation, you're probably worried about it, or you're probably wondering how it's going to happen or how it's going to go. Um, the end result is the Ace of Swords, and that's telling me that as long as you put in the initiative and you have the strength and the courage and you're active, then you'll succeed. You'll get what you want. You'll have that sword in your hand and you'll be like, yep, I conquered it. I dealt with it. I won. Everything's cool. Um, you might be like your emotions might be running wild right now or will be in the next couple of days. That's probably due to what's going on, like with work and everything all together. Try not to worry too much is what they're saying. Try not to just embrace the change and embrace the difficult situations that arise and just deal with it and just know that it's temporary. But with these two aces here, Ace of Pentacles and Ace of Swords together, it just means that take the rest out of your mind. Like you just dwell on the positive things and dwell on the current energy and not worry about or be concerned about what's going on the outside, you know? Yeah, I mean, you got to understand that you shouldn't be disappointed because at the end of the day, your friends, right? Your work colleagues. You're not like, you know, boyfriend and girlfriend. You know, you're not together in a relationship. So it's not he's not obligated to like respond to you right away or respond to you all the time. And maybe that's probably why he's doing that, is to say, hey, hint hint, I'm not gonna be like on your shit every day and all that stuff. So don't take it personally. Just know that, because the worry and the concern is here in the cards about your friendship with him. But because he's going through those things, you know, that's where you as a friend should understand that. So don't take it personally and don't think that, you know, he doesn't care or whatever. At the end of the day, you know, like I said to you a while ago, that it's gonna be like this for a while. After work, he's probably gonna be a little distant because he needs to gather himself, and he's not gonna give you a lot of time because he doesn't have a lot of time because he's dealing with all his shit. But once everything's done, he'll probably be back, you know. Yeah. And like I said, you know, he's not obligated to speak to you like that, you know, because you're not like you know, you're not like a main priority to him right now. And you gotta understand that you're just, you know, your friends and work colleagues. Even though you guys have had great times, it doesn't mean that, you know, he wants you around all the time or whatever. And it could also be because he's going through some bullshit and doesn't want to, like, you know, really. Some people just say, fuck my phone, I'm not dealing with it. I don't care who's messaging me, I'll message you when I get to it. It's just the way it is. Not everybody. I think a lot of people are expect communication all the time, or at least, hey, text me, take 30 seconds. But some people don't have that common courtesy to say, hey, look, I'm gonna text you now and say, you know, and respond to you, but I'm not gonna be around for like a day or so. So I'll text you when I'm ready. Now, if he did that, that would be a different story, right? So when people leave you with no communication, it's kind of dumb. And I understand the you know the disappointment. I'm like that too. I don't like when people do that, leave you hanging, like, you know, or don't respond to you. But if you don't want somebody to like keep responding to you or talking to you, then just say it. I would say, hey, look, I'm not going to be around my phone. I'm not taking no messages. Look, I will call you. That's like hint, hint, you know, leave me the fuck alone so I can gather my thoughts and I don't need you be bothering me or whatever. So, and when people don't respond, that's their indirect way of saying, you know, leave me alone for now. Yeah, it's kind of annoying. Yeah. But the thing is you have to understand that taking it personal, yes, I understand that. But some people don't know how to, like, you know, be upfront and say, hey, look, leave me the fuck alone. Like, I just, please don't text me unless I text you. Like, if I tell you that, that means you're annoying me. And that's when, like, we're probably not going to speak no more, or you just been overboard by texting me every fucking day and aggravating me. I'm not saying that's the case with you, right? But some people don't know how to say indirectly, you know, hey, I'm not going to be by my phone. Don't take it personally. I'll text you when I get a chance. But right now, I'm very busy. Please understand what I'm going through. You know, that's why I can understand the frustration. But the cards are saying that the reason why is because he's going through his divorce and he's not really in the mood to deal with friendships and things like that. Yeah, I agree with you 100%, Marley, because I'm blunt. I'm the type of person I'll be like, if you don't respond to me right away, that's cool because I don't know what you're doing. You could be taking a shit. You could be like driving. You could be working and very busy. You know, who are we to expect like fast communication? You know, like unless you know like the person's home and doing nothing. But some people like gotta understand that like not everybody's waiting right next to their phone, unless you're one of those phone hogs that's around your phone 24/7, which you know, everybody's got their phone on them. Yeah, yeah, but see, all that's like LZ, like that's the thing is like even though you're sending that text to say, "Hey, how you doing?" or "Hope you're okay" and all that stuff, like all that shit's like when you're our age, that shit's like unnecessary you know, to some people. To you, it might be necessary, and it might be something your way of showing your care. But some people don't take it that way. Some people are like, yeah, like why are you asking me this shit? Like fuck off and leave me alone. Some people are like that. I'm like that sometimes. I don't like people texting me every day, bothering me, annoying me. Now, if we're cool and we're texting back and forth, then that's different. If I text you back and forth, that means I ain't doing nothing right now. But if I don't get back to you right away, I'm gonna get back to you that day if I like you, if we're cool. But if I don't like you, I ain't answering your shit. Fuck you. You aggravate me. Yeah, it shows you care, but some people don't care about your care or your way of care. They just think that you don't care. You just want to be pokey or you want to, know what they're doing. Like, yeah, that's something that I don't like. But if you don't respond to me, I don't take it personally. I just know that you either one, you don't give a shit about me, or you got something on your, something's wrong, and you can't respond to me, and it's not really important, you know. But when you respond, you respond. That's it. I don't really take it personally. I don't expect people to be on, you know, respond to me right away. Like, who am I to expect that? And you shouldn't expect that of me either, because you don't know what I'm doing. For instance, I'll tell you what happened the other day. Now I've been in my workshop using my tools. So when I turn on that saw, it's loud as fucks. So I'm not gonna hear the ping. I'm not gonna hear the text. So I was cutting shit. I was making noise, and my phone was on the step ladder over the side, and I never heard the ping because I was cutting the wood. It must have happened right when I was cutting, so I didn't hear it. So then, about maybe 20 minutes later, I looked at my phone to see what time it was, and I saw the message, and I was like, "Fuck! I didn't even hear my phone ping. It must have been when the saw was going off." So I took 20 minutes to respond to my sister. It wasn't an emergency. It was just her, sending me something or whatever, and telling me to pick up my nephew or whatever. But that was it. But see, certain things like that, some people will get mad. Hey, where are you? And it's only been like 30 seconds since you sent the message. Hey, what the fuck you think? I'm living with my phone all day. You know? Yeah. In my opinion and my advice is never expect people to text you right away, especially if they got issues. You know, and always embrace the time that they give you. Like, 'cause certain people aren't gonna give the same energy. No answer is an answer. So when you don't get an answer, that means leave me alone. And that means I'll get to you when I feel like it. Because they see the message. It comes up on your phone. It's not rocket science. Messages come up on your phone, and you have to like unlock your phone and then swipe that message, look at it, or swipe it away. Right? So they see it, they're not dumb. So if they don't respond, it's their way of saying, give me a fucking break. That's my advice, and that's what they really do. Because we do the same thing to somebody who's annoying us, or asks too much, or cares too much, or gives a fuck too much. And when you don't get nothing in return, that means that person's probably like, you know what? Just leave me alone. And we have to respect their privacy because they don't belong to us. It's different if they're your man or your woman, or they're your twin flame or your soulmate. I haven't heard from my twin flame in a year. Do they think about me? No, dumbass, it's been a year. That's sometimes I want to say that shit, but I'm like, don't be rude, Mark. Yeah, they're thinking about you, thinking about all the times you ruined their life or you aggravated the fuck out of them. Yeah, they're thinking about you, all right. Thinking about how great it is without you. That's what I want to say sometimes. Oh, shit. Yeah, exactly. Some people just don't want to talk. And then that's why I tell people don't take it personally. When they're ready for you, they're ready for you. Like, that's me. I'll never ask that fucking question as long as I live. Hell no. I'd be like, yeah, is my ex thinking about me? Why do I want to know that? I could care less what she's thinking. I ain't thinking about her until you mentioned her. I don't think about her. Fucking care about that damn woman. Don't you have a twin flame, Mark? Yeah, yeah, I have a twin flame, all right. The twin flame candle that I light when it fucking stinks in here of fucking fish grease or my dog's ass or something like that. That's the twin flame I burn. Twin flame fucking candle. I ain't calling no woman my damn twin flame. Are you mental? That's my woman. I ain't calling her my twin flame. What the fuck you talking about? My soulmate. My divine counterpart. People got some names. There's a woman that comes in Becca's room and she says, I want to know about my divine counterpart. And I'm like, I was telling Becca, I was like, what the fuck this woman talking about? Her divine counterpart. You call your man or a guy you like your divine counterpart? Just say a guy named Mark. Why the fuck you gotta make life so difficult? And spirits on the background like, where the fuck she get divine counterpart from? That's what spirit does. Spirit laughs at you dumbasses that ask these stupid ass fucking dumb questions about your twin flames and your fucking counterparts. People are mental. Not my problem. I ain't calling no damn woman my twin flame. That ain't happening. I call my dog right now the snoring beauty. Look at her. You would think someone beat the living shit out of her and she's hanging off her bed like snoring beauty. Must be nice to be you. You know when I talk about you. Because your bacon ass is snoring loud. Yeah, I know. That's what I said. I'm going to bed too. All right, let me go get my ass to bed. It's 1:18 in the morning. Let me go get my ass to bed. Fucking dog snoring like she's crazy. I can't even hear myself think sometimes. All right. Happy Father's Day to your dads. If you're gonna see them, I'm gonna go see my dad tomorrow for lunch. It's supposed to be bad weather here, so I might not even go nowhere. Well, it depends on the weather. It's supposed to be bad weather in the morning, thunderstorms and rain. So I might not even go there. But yeah. Hope you guys have a good day with your dads, whether they're in spirit or real life. Enjoy your Father's Day. Um, yeah, I'm gonna enjoy my Father's Day too. You know, celebrate all the great dads instead of the deadbeat ones. All right. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Good night and take care.